Good evening, Shiva.
Good evening.
Good evening, Srinivas Garu. Good evening. Good evening, Mr. Ravindra.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
అలా అంటున్నాడు. అవును, అన్ని రెడీ చేసుకొని సెట్టింగ్ గిట్టింగ్ అన్న ఆన్ చేసావా
Good evening, Srinivas Garu.
అన్నాడు. 7:30 to 9.
Good evening, Srinivas Garu.
గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్. గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్.
వచ్చేసారా ఆఫీస్ నుంచి?
వచ్చామండి.
ఓకే ఓకే రైట్ అండి. పంజాగుట్ట ఆఫీస్ మీది?
పంజగుట్ట ఆఫీస్, బట్ వర్క్స్
అంతా పటాన్చేరు?
ఐఎమ్ ఎట్ పటాన్చెరు ఓన్లీ.
ఓకే ఓకే. ఉండేది ఎక్కడ మీరు సార్?
పటాన్చెరు నియర్ టు ప్లాంట్.
ఓకే ఓకే, వెరీ గుడ్ అండి. మిస్టర్ రోహిత్, గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్. Good evening, Mr. Rohit.
Yes sir, good evening.
How are you, sir?
Fine sir.
Okay.
आप कैसे हो?
बढ़िया बढ़िया.
अभी शुरू हो गया वहाँ हैदराबाद में सब?
हाँ, everything is normal. People are मतलब at least behaving normal.
वो है.
आपका कैसा है पूना में?
अभी कल से शुरू हो गया ठीक से.
ओके.
देयर आर फ्यू कंटेनमेंट जोन्स, तो अभी वहाँ पे तो बिजनेस नहीं है, पूरा बंद है.
अच्छा.
वहाँ पे पूरा मतलब बंद ही कर दिया है, पूरा पुलिस का प्रोटेक्शन है वहाँ पे. एंड बेसिकली इट इज बिजनेस एरिया, प्योरली बिजनेस एरिया.
कौन सा है?
जहाँ पे सब होलसेल डीलर्स.
कौन सा एरिया है?
रास्ता
अच्छा.
पे कैंप के नियर है. और वहाँ पे सब डीलर्स है, गोडाउन्स और डीलर्स है वहाँ पे. स्पाइसेस के और ग्रोसरीज के. टिम्बर मार्केट पूरा बंद है अभी. तो अभी देखते हैं कैसे होता है ये.
और बॉम्बे कैसा है? इट्स नॉट येट स्टार्टेड ना?
नहीं, वो भी शुरू हो गया.
बॉम्बे भी शुरू हो गया.
जो कंटेनमेंट जोन है ना, वही खाली
ओके.
वो एरिया है वो फ्री कर दिया पूरा.
आप फरवरी में आए थे, उसके बाद मुलाकात नहीं हो पाई और बातचीत नहीं हो पाई, बिजी थे आप भी.
हाँ, वो थोड़ा हमारा ईयर एंड का चल रहा था और एक दो ऑडिट्स थे बैंक के, तो उनका वो ईयर एंड का थोड़ा प्रेशर रहता है. वो रिपोर्टिंग रहता है उनका. तो वो चल रहा था.
अभी ये कोर्स खत्म करने के बाद we'll definitely discuss how to take it forward.
हाँ सर, बिल्कुल.
हमने जो सोचा था फरवरी में.
बिल्कुल. और हमारा रिपोर्ट सबमिट हो गया बैंक का और दूसरे दिन से लॉकडाउन शुरू हो गया.
अच्छा, ओके. हाँ, मार्च में.
मार्च में शुरू हो गया, तो काम खत्म हो गया. नहीं तो अभी वो करना पड़ता फिर.
अभी इस प्रोग्राम में पुणे से 3 लोग हैं एक्चुअली.
हाँ, एक विजय वर्मा करके है ना?
हाँ, विजय वर्मा और इलेश शाह करके है.
इलेश शाह.
Ilesh Shah used to work with, I think, Tatas and all.
Okay.
He has about 12 years of experience in system reporting. मतलब as a team member. So he wants to launch himself. काफी अच्छे लोग आए हैं इस प्रोग्राम में एक्चुअली, you know. All are very experienced people. Ravindra Garu. Any questions you have? Any doubts you have?
అంటే చూసాను నిన్న జిఆర్ఐది డౌన్లోడ్ చేసి
చేసుకున్నారు.
చెప్తాను సార్.
Lot of stuff is there actually. Lot of.
సరే ఇది ఎప్పుడు యాక్చువల్లీ వెన్ ఇట్ ఈస్ దేర్ ఇన్ ఇండియా అంటే ఈ సస్టైనబుల్ రిపోర్టింగ్ అన్నది
ఇండియాలో కంపెనీస్ లైక్ ఐటీసీ అండ్ ఆల్ ఆర్ డూయింగ్ సిన్స్ 2000 year 2000.
ఆల్మోస్ట్
But
20 years.
and for me since 2009 I'm aware of it.
ఓకే సార్ ఇప్పుడు లాట్ ఆఫ్ వెంచర్ క్యాపిటలిస్ట్ అండ్ స్టార్ట్అప్స్ వస్తున్నాయి కదా సార్ ఇస్ దేర్ ఎనీ ఛాన్సెస్ దట్ గవర్నమెంట్ మేక్స్ దిస్ యాజ్ ఎ మ్యాండేటరీ ఏదైనా ఛాన్సెస్ ఉందా
Sir, anything you make it mandatory, it will be misused, sir.
ఓకే
So instead, what they'll do is they'll put a pressure. Actually, it will be directive that to avail a funding, you need to have a assessment report. It cannot be regulatory or it cannot be statutory kind of a thing.
But in other way around, we can call this as a report card on a company.
Oh no, like annual report of a business, it is called a sustainability report.
Health report, how the company.
Yeah. And you can take decisions and prepare your future for that. Actually,
okay.
This is very good tool, actually.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, actually, one question: is there any chances of misinterpretation and atla edaina unda sir? Ante deentlo.
Yeah, it is possible.
Possible, kada?
Yes. But if you see the standard itself, it has been compiled or made so clear that chances of such errors will be minimal.
Okay.
Because they have defined what is a requirement, what is a recommendation, and also given the guidance what to collect and what not to and all. So I don't think it should happen, but we are human beings, so we can make mistakes. So our perspective, so yes,
chances are there, but very, very minimal.
Yeah. Okay. Mr. Balaji, good evening. Good evening, Mr. Balaji. Good evening, Sanjeev Saab, Verma Saab.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Vijay Verma Saab, good evening. I'll take a call and yes. Good evening, Anandrao.
Good evening.
Good evening, Vijay Verma Saab. Prakash Verma Saab. Good evening, Dr. Susanta.
Yeah. Very good evening to everyone.
Yeah. Balaji, good evening. Mr. Balaji.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening. We have 3 Vermas here, I think. Vijay Verma, Prakash Verma, Sanjeev Verma. All are brothers?
That's right, sir. No, sir.
Coincidence.
By surname, we are brothers.
Yeah, but Sanjeev Verma साहब का spelling में VAR है, बाकी दोनों वर्मा में VER है actually. How it is different?
Yeah, we are basically goldsmith.
हाँ?
We are basically goldsmith. We are from Rajasthan.
Okay, कौन बोल रहा है? प्रकाश. Okay.
Yeah, this is Prakash Verma here.
अच्छा. और विजय वर्मा साहब आप कहाँ से हैं?
So I'm basically from Bhilai, Chhattisgarh.
Okay.
But since last almost near about 14 years, we are in Pune.
Okay.
But my parents still are in Bhilai.
Bhilai, okay. Bhilai steel plant में थे क्या पापा?
No, Papa was a commerce professor actually.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so he was in a government college. So that culture has got built up actually. So basically, Bhilai, Raipur, that's where we have been settled.
Okay.
But in terms of job wise, actually, I've moved across every city in India actually. So started from North
So
Delhi.
what is the difference between VERMA and VARMA?
I'm not going into that detail, but the people actually who are based out in Chhattisgarh actually mostly they write VERMA only. Like
Okay.
Prakash ji have already mentioned, maybe from Rajasthan side actually the people who are into the jewelry business, those people write actually VAR. So there are various communities, that's how the things get differ, because Verma are Punjabi as well, you can find in UP as well. So
Oh,
across,
okay.
yeah.
Thanks.
We are basically Sony, sir. Swarnkar.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically smithing actually, so melting of the jewelry, those kind of things actually, this
Good.
maybe, yeah, that's involved.
Thank you, Pankaj bhai. Good
Yeah,
evening to
hello.
you.
Good evening, everyone.
How are you, sir?
Yeah, very fine.
Friday क्या सेमिनार है सर आपका?
Actually, I'm doing an online coaching for Excel, and
Okay.
for that,
कितने बजे है वो?
9 p.m. it start.
9 to 10 ना और?
9 to 10. So I would like to leave by 8:45 max.
Okay. And
Good.
it's a one day course or
It's a free webinar which I'm doing. In that, I'm telling the 3 secrets to master in Excel. And after that, if someone is interested, who can then one can join my program.
And
in
how
that,
long? What is the duration of the program?
The program duration is 3 months. Basically, what I have done, everybody is teaching about the Excel. They're teaching about what are the formulas, something like that, the sum if we look up, and the new advanced things, the X lookup and the other things as well, right? Index match and those kind of things. But nobody is teaching them how to make the automation through doing the projects. And that is where everybody is not able to get the results.
So is it a weekly class?
Every week, yeah. Actually, what I'm doing, every week I'm meeting everyone. So I've prepared the videos, which I'm giving it to everyone for free, who has joined me. And in that includes the various tricks which I have learned during my 25 plus years of experience as well. And every week I'm giving them one project. And then I'm just teaching them how to make those projects. So one project goes for 2 or 3 weeks, something. So 3 weeks times 3 months, we are able to do almost 5-6 projects, something like that. So in that way, they are able to make up the things in that way. And moreover, what I'm giving them the option, if someone wants to ask me some problem which they are facing in their current roles or something like that, they can ask me that thing as well. One problem per month.
So is it a service or is it a service motto or is it a business
Service
motto?
motto. Service motto.
Okay.
Service motto. Basically, what I have learned, I've seen that the way the people are learning the Excel and the way I was doing it was quite different. And I've been giving Excel training in my when I was in the corporate. Last 20 plus years, I've been giving trainings in the corporate itself. So from that, I have learning that people, once you told them that this is the Excel formula, this is the way it will work, people are not getting interested. And those kind of information is available freely as well. What is more relevant is that you take the project and do it. Bring out some improvement from that. That is what is required. Because otherwise, what will happen? You just learn the formula and forget it.
Good. So why don't you share the link in the group so that interested people can join?
Sure. I will give it.
Yeah.
On the WhatsApp group, I will share the link.
Yeah.
By today itself. Yeah.
Very useful.
Every Friday, I'm giving this free webinar.
Okay.
And every week I'm meeting on Thursday. But this week, since this session is going to happen, I have postponed that session of that support service to Sunday.
Sunday. Okay. Thank you so much.
Every
So
week
nice.
I have to meet.
In fact, for the sustainable report, this Excel would be a good tool actually.
Yeah. It will be a good.
For sustainable reporting, many of us would like to learn that and use it for sustainable reporting.
Yes, yes, yes. Sure, sure. Everybody is welcome.
Santosh ji, good evening. Gopi, good evening. Mr. Sriram, good evening. Tirupati Rao.
Good evening. Good evening.
Venkanna, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Mr. Rajesh, good evening to you.
Good evening, sir.
Richa, good evening to you.
Good evening. Good evening, sir. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening. Thank you
Good
so
evening.
much for joining. Ramesh ji, good evening. Celine, good evening.
Sir.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, Celine.
Sir,
Still, we
could
have
I
5
lead you
minutes.
to?
Yeah, please. We have 5
Could I
minutes
lead
to
you
go.
to some.
Varma sab boli.
Could I lead you to a little bit of discussion, please?
Yeah, please.
This topic materiality. The more one reads about it, the more one is not clear. It is getting too confusing. For example,
that's
you were
tomorrow we are
talking
going to
about
discuss
V
that actually.
and
Tomorrow,
yeah, you were just
the session sector-wise we are going to discuss. Tomorrow we are going to discuss because without that you cannot prepare a report also. Sushant,
right. Because everything seems material.
Yeah. Sushanta, what do you say?
Hello.
Yeah, Sushanta. Did you understand the question?
I just missed.
Okay.
Sorry.
He's asking.
Can I please repeat?
Yeah, Varma sab. Mr. Sanjeev Verma.
Yeah, Varma sir, please.
I think it's not there.
Sir, what is your question?
The topic of materiality is all encompassing. The more one reads about it, everything is covered under materiality. So what is not covered under materiality?
Sir, we are going to discuss this tomorrow because without this you cannot prepare a report also. Materiality. So sector-wise, when we are looking at reports, we'll see which sector, what is materiality and all. So you'll have a clarity actually. That's the objective of tomorrow's session.
Yeah, and basically based on that, one can prepare the report, entire report. So that is very important.
Without that, you cannot. And that I have kept complete a day for a complete session for that actually.
Correct.
Vinod, good evening to you.
Hello, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Mahindra, good evening. Venkanna, good evening. Did I say good evening to you, Venkanna?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. Thank you.
Srivatsa, good evening. We have 3 minutes time. Any question, any doubts you have from yesterday's program, you can let me know.
Sir, this is Rajesh here.
Yeah, Rajesh.
So from the yesterday's discussion, I picked up some points and I specifically have a doubt regarding the GRI implementation. Is it having any GRI, whatever implementations that we do?
Okay.
Does it have any specific geo-specificality anywhere? I mean, I see that there is a mention of 3 crucial things. That is, one is the environmental aspect is there in that. So is there anything specific to the geo-specific aspects? Like, for example, I have a company which is in the West Indies, let's say, or Barbados or Bermuda. So these places are majorly prone to earthquakes or maybe prone to some other activities as well. The ocean levels are very close to the land level as well.
Yeah, so in GRI you have to cover this and the key risks and impacts and opportunities kind of a thing, what kind of risk impacts you will have. That needs to get covered in the reporting initial phase only. So.
Okay, so that it does.
It has to be. It has to. It has a bearing on it actually on report.
Okay, sure. And how about something which is more specific to land bodies, basically? I mean, this is a lame example which I took, but let's say there are unpredictable scenarios. So how do I cover that?
The best part of this standard, which I have understood in last 11 years, is they have provided sector-specific standards. So maybe those sector-specific standards, gives you an idea on the coverage of such aspects. Actually, I don't remember, but I think that would be the easiest way, because you don't have to remember anything on the standards. When you are in a doubt, you have to refer the standard. That's the most easiest way we can go about it.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. So it's 7:30. With your permission, I'll start the session. I request all of you to mute yourself and keep your videos off so that it is easy for us to move forward. Yeah. I'll also thank you. Are you able to see the screen? Can you give me a?
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
So since yesterday we had detailed deliberations about what, why, and how of sustainable reporting, I thought a comprehensive understanding of this subject is essential before we go to today's agenda, which is how do we prepare a report? What are the steps in it? How many of you have downloaded this standards?
I have downloaded it, sir. It's
I have downloaded
the whole package is given there. You can download it. It's some 7.2 MB. It gives 101, 102, 103, and 200, 300, 200.
Yeah, I downloaded it too, sir.
totally 37 standards are this.
Yes.
So the first thing which we'll have to do is it is a continuous process of understanding the standard. So we have to download and keep it with us. And also at the same time, I suggested yesterday few companies names like ITC, Vodafone, Jubilant Organics, Nestle. No, those are some of the MNCs or some Indian companies. Please download the report and keep looking at it, because that will create understanding of, and at least try to look at different sectors. ACC has a good report. Most of the companies in Indian, about 1,000 companies, out of this 1,000 companies, 360 reports are in public domain. Rest of them they have not shared. So this 360 reports, you can choose from their websites, download it and keep it for reference, kind of a thing. Like I told you yesterday, these standards can be used like all ISO standards is a generic standard. So these are the standards which can be used by all organizations. It's a small micro MSMEs or a listed companies or government organization. And this standard has a universal acceptance today because most of the countries are using these standards for reporting actually. And the standards have been categorized into universal standards and topic specific. Universal is more of a general kind of a thing. How do you prepare report, what it should contain and all. How do you arrive at data and all. Whereas topic specific, the 3 Ps, economic, environmental and social standards. Under each standard, you have a series of standards, and interpretation also has been explained in the standard actually. Under economic performance, there are about 17 disclosures in 7 categories, right from economic performance to tax. Under environmental, there are about 30 disclosures, which we discussed yesterday. It was from materials to supplier environmental assessment. And under social, there are 4 categories. Labor practices, we have about 13 disclosures. Uh, Society, about 5 disclosures. Human rights, about 9 disclosures. And product responsibility, about 7 disclosures. GRI 101, that's a where is the starting point of a reporting. This has 3 sections. One, it tells you, what kind of uh, quality of report you should prepare, what it should contain, and well, there are different attributes for reporting which they have defined. Second, it's section 2 defines the process for reporting, and section 3 also tells you in which are the ways you can be these standards can be used, kind of a thing. Yesterday we took example of ITC, and I was trying to showcase this, and wherever the word shall has been used, it's a requirement, should is a recommendation, and guidance. So I'll just showcase you how this is. Are you able to see this? Just give me a high, kind of a thing. Are you able to see this screen? No, just. Are you able to see this screen which has inside each standard? Yeah. So if you see, say for example, water recycled and reused, that is a disclosure. Under beneath this, you have what are the information you need to collect. That has been clearly defined, and what kind of requirement it has, what kind of recommendation actions it has, and there is a guidance document. So the guidance document will also have some kind of what kind of background information you need to collect. It also tells you to look at the explanation of the standard. It also gives you some examples also. So all these 100 disclosures, you will have this structure of understanding a standard and deciding whether to report or not. I'll come back to the original presentation. Like section 1 of this GRI 101 talks about content and quality. These are the attributes of the report, and which you will have to understand as we go around. In next 2 to 3 days, we'll be able to understand it better. Compiling a sustainability report, you have to do a reporting of at least 1 year, but you can maximum cover about last 2 years. There are organizations like L&T, I suppose, they had done a reporting for two years period. In between one of the years, financial year, they didn't consider, so they have made a report for 2 years. You have to also use international matrices. So like the units, whether it's a kg or centimeter and all, a lot of things has to be international. And you have to provide an absolute data. Absolute data means you should not relate it anything, and you have appropriate notes according to the your industry norms. There are 2 ways of preparing report. One is core, and second one is comprehensive. Core is a limited version where a small organization can, when organization which is starting preparing a report, they can consider few important disclosures and prepare a report. That is a core kind of a thing, and you'll have to write that this report is in accordance with the core kind of a GRI standards. Whereas comprehensive, it's basically exhaustive extensive, complete almost all disclosures you'll have to report. If you see yesterday, you have a choice of not reporting and showcasing it to public. When I was reading the ITC report this morning, I noticed that they have not reported about the market presence, market share. Now it's a choice of an organization to withhold such information because it is a little strategic in nature, and they don't want to showcase it to the world actually. But when you are doing reporting, you will do reporting for all the disclosures. The good part of is every standard you have a glossary available, and which can be helpful or handy for all of us. Your reporting of starts with this organization profile, strategy, ethics, governance, stakeholder engagement, and reporting practice. Nearly 50% of your report is only this actually, and it's more than 56 disclosures are there in these 6 areas. I'll just take you through or give you an overview. Under organization profile, you have about 13 disclosures, right from name of the organization to memberships of association. Under strategy, you have a disclosure of the commitment of a senior, normally it is a chairman of the organization, and uh, the key impacts, risk, and opportunities uh, in the boundaries which you are operating, geographies you are operating. So this is another area you need to disclose. How to disclose also has been defined in the standard. Ethics and integrity, this is a very important subject for most of the businesses, because the terms and the understanding of the terms vary from country to country and business to business. So we need to really look at the explanation of this disclosure and then do a reporting kind of a thing. Under governance, you have nearly 20 kind of a disclosures, right from organization structure, compensation, communication, all those things, So it's a wonderful tool, and you need to be transparent organization when you're disclosing this kind of aspects. Under stakeholder engagement, you have about 5 of disclosures, which includes identifying and selecting stakeholders. In fact, there is a standard which I'm going to share tomorrow or day after, especially related to identifying stakeholder and engaging stakeholders. It is required while assurance. Sushanta, are you aware of the standard number? Sushanta? Okay. Reporting practice, you have again you define the timelines, the material topics, the assurance details, reporting cycle, and all, and your alignment with GRI, BRR, CB, and all has to be as part of this. So these are nearly 56 disclosures, which has been detailed in the GRI 102, and this is actually the crux of the sustainability report. 50% of your report would have this only, actually. Yes, Srivatsava, you can unmute yourself and ask. Srivatsava, you raised your hand, I think. Yeah, Srivatsava. Mr. Srivatsava. I have unmuted you, Srivatsava.
Yeah, sir. We were unable to answer, so that's why I was raised your hand.
Okay. Right. So, okay. Coming to management approach, the way you compile this information, validate this information, all those things have been defined or described in standard G103, basically. Coming to economic performance, while yesterday I took you through the ITC report, but I'll just give you a flavor because we are going to discuss steps of preparing report, and I want you to understand the quantum of work which is involved. So I'll rush through this, I'll run through this in disclosures, but I'll not be spending time in explaining, but you should have a feel of it because this will form a basis for our discussion and subsequent sessions, basically. So under economic performance, you have about 4 disclosures, 2 in market presence, about 2 in indirect impacts, 1 in procurement, 3 in anti-corruption, 1 in anti-competitive behavior. In fact, one of the good examples I can talk about is Vodafone. Vodafone did some incidents or issues related to this in South Africa, and this was disclosed, and it as a part of a report of 2017 sustainable report. So many organizations do report. Reporting is not only positive. Reporting has to be balanced. That's one of the quality which the GRI standard says, that you have to report both positive and negative contribution to the sustainable development of your business or community, actually. This is a latest edition. Tax got added in 2019, I suppose, and there are 4 disclosures. Country by country also is one of the new disclosure which has been added, actually.
But this is Gopi. So,
yes, Gopi.
Just can you go back to the anti-bribery corruption? There was one recent scenario, or at least last year, Walmart India. There was one at least news article that there was some kind of bribing the government officials. It came in the news media. So if at all it comes in the GRA report, does it affect the organization because their shareholders will be apprehensive and then they start?
You cannot hide things.
Sir?
It is you're not supposed to hide things. You are supposed to report everything in the report.
Yeah, I
actually.
agree. But there is a very fine balancing the organization has to do. I don't know. I'm not an expert, but if at all there is any corruption by any higher level officials, but getting the licenses or anything, and it came out in the media that there was some inquiry, internal inquiry. But if they report in GRI, then does the stakeholders or share value will take a hit? So how do the organizations do it?
The consequences, it's very beyond my comprehension or anybody's comprehension, but it is expected that organization must do all both positive and negative reports, actually, of their business operations. The consequences is beyond our comprehension. Beyond our comprehension.
While preparing a report as a consultant, should we have to take those negatives also?
Yes. And the art lies in asking questions again.
Right.
You have to probe and then get this information. Otherwise, you will not get it.
Correct. Yeah, because they were not even disclosed to the consultant also. Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Sir, Madheshwar.
Yes, Madheshwar.
Who finally, from the organization side, approves this report to before it gets published?
Board of Directors.
Oh, they have to clear it before it gets published.
Without that. See, we'll see that in the cycle of reporting, it's a 1-year exercise normally, and it takes about 2 months for, to do preparation for communicating also.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a tough job, and in fact, I was doing an business excellence assessment at one of the companies in Pondicherry in 2010, which got closed down now. It is a famous Hindustan Zinc Limited is which group? Vedanta
Group.
Vedanta Group. Yeah, Vedanta company is there in Pondicherry. You know, that company got closed. Are you aware of this? No.
Yeah, there was an issue around.
Yes, in 2010 this issue happened, and since then things were in our excellence report when we did assessment. Ramkrishna Bajaj Award Excellence at Assessment. That time itself, we have found out a lot of gaps in compliances and all, and we informed to both the COO as well as the HR and the compliance heads. I think it was not taken care, and it had its impact way back in 2015 or so. The organization had to shut down. You know, basically.
Yeah, I think because of that, like earlier point was discussed, the share market collapse Vedanta.
Yeah.
So there are other incidences, Verma here. Like in Maruti's report I was going through, in the social side, diversity and equal opportunity, also non-discrimination. These two were applicable to them, but they chose to remain silent on it.
क्यों
So
मालूम?
I thought
Because
these
वहाँ
were
पे
quite
कॉन्ट्रैक्ट
important.
लेबर का प्रॉब्लम हुआ था 2 साल 5-6 साल पहले. There was a issues related to contract labor.
Correct.
You're aware of that?
Yes, yes, yes.
Lot of issues related to
very much.
There's some lockdown also. Yeah.
Lockdown and all. So again, you have a choice. You know, they'll do reporting, but they'll have the report, or it's limited to maybe a regulatory body or a statutory body, but they'll not keep it in public domain. So many of this information you cannot keep in a public domain. But it's good to know, good to use it for decision making, good to develop strategies, kind of a thing.
Thank you.
Yeah. Environmental performance again has been categorized into 8 categories, 8 types of disclosure related to material, energy, water, biodiversity, emissions, effluent and waste. Especially the hazardous waste management is many organizations, the spills and all not captured well. This is where we need to, if we are doing service to a manufacturing organization, or these are the areas where we need to look at. And again, sanctions and fines related to non-compliances. So these are some of the 30. There are 30 disclosures nearly. Earlier there used to be, I think it was 37 disclosures. Shushanta, are you aware of that?
I'm not aware of the number. I think it's more than 30.
Earlier it was 37. Now they've pruned down to 30, and they have given a comprehensive outlook to all these disclosures. You know, to avoid the repetition, overlapping, and all kind of. But it's been done very beautifully. And one recommendation to all of you is when we are implementing management systems, please align implementation of management systems to these indicators. When you're setting the environmental objectives or safety objectives or organizational objectives, I think use this disclosures as a KPIs and then try to help organizations. That would be my suggestion, because I have been doing that with most of the organizations.
Just a curiosity.
Yes.
Now, while this sustainability reporting takes so much of effort, time, and content, and the top organization reviews and approves and getting shared in their website and all. So, in the industrial scenario, how important is this given? And as we were discussing yesterday, that this is not something mandatory for an industry to report it, maybe accepting some top 500 or 1,000 companies which you talked about. So how is it taking a shape in the coming future? Any idea?
See, we have to be the change makers, Madheshwaran. Things will not happen on its own. And this, because many entrepreneurs, many industries are not aware of such standards are available. they don't know whom to go for. So it is a job of people like us, professional like us, to create awareness and build that the need in the market. Actually, not everything government can do. We have a role to play. So if you see, this is the first ever coaching session I'm doing for on this subject online. But last 10 years, 11 years, I've been only doing public programs, where I used to charge a day for a day program. I used to charge 5,000 rupees and then do programs. I've done a number of programs since 2010, and that's our responsibility. And always when I used to do integrated management systems implementation as part of my ISO projects, I used to always talk about this and then share. This is how we build importance or need in the market, because it will all these standards, whether it's ISO or GRI or any standard, cannot be made mandatory. It will be all market driven, and you'll see a lot of things like this will be market driven. If you want to do a business with me, you have to see my report and then have a contract. I gave example in the Saturday webinar or yesterday, when Satyam had a fall in 2009. The new board of directors were asked by the UK clients of Satyam to prepare the system report and give it in a 3 months time. And that's how that a lot of employment of people was retained. We were there, over 53,000 employees were there. So those jobs were retained and all because this system report was made.
Okay.
Similarly, Nestle had there were competitors who created problem related to Maggie or 2 years back. About a few years back, there was a Coca-Cola incident in Kerala. Then about 2018 January, I was called by United Breweries Bangalore, because they had issues related to compliance. They had 28 factories, 40 factories, I think, yeah, or 28 factories, I don't remember. And they wanted this to be, the education part of it to be done and all. But again, then things changed because of Malayas. So it is a responsibility of an organization to educate, or a responsibility of individuals like us to educate client organizations and move forward. That's my thought.
Okay, got it. Thank you so much.
Out of 34 social performance or social disclosures, you have about 13 from labor practices and decent work, about these are some related to labor and all, health and safety, training, education. And society, you have about 5 of indicators, including union, child labor. These are the disclosures, and it's all like well explained in the standard. It's a matter of time for us to understand, interpret, and then give a shape to it. Under human rights, you have about 9 disclosures. And product responsibility, about 4 disclosures. So this is the quantum of work for preparing a report, right? Now, before we move to the subject of today's, which is preparing, what are the steps in preparing report? Do you have any questions on the overview of GRI standards, so that we will be focusing next an hour or so on the steps of reporting?
This Maurice here, this GRI standard is basically from Dutch country, right? So
Amsterdam based.
Yeah. So
but all countries are its members.
Okay.
Including India. Like
So,
ISO body, you have every country as its member, Even GRI also, every country has a member. They have representatives.
Okay, so it is not that it is just predominant and
No, no, no,
only
no, no.
Europe. So
It is a
it's across the
universal
globe.
standard.
Okay.
It's a universal standard. Lot of work, lot of research goes in, and lot of work goes in. And this numbering of standards, which has been given GRI, 101, 102, this will keep changing also. In now there is a standard related to environment, related to water, which has undergone change, and they have asked us to update the information and use the new standard, and the other standard becomes obsolete. So a lot of research work goes, and we have to be in constant touch with the updates. Is what my recommendation is.
But it's still not as prominent as in America, huh? Like in Europe or rest of the world.
Or India?
No, in America, I'm just saying about GRI.
No, they have not used. They use other standards or kind of thing.
Correct,
There is
correct.
another standards called a UNGC. United Global Compact, United Nations Global Compact. So there are other standards which they are using actually.
Okay, yeah, that was the reason my question was GRI acceptance across the globe. So
see, people want their dominance to happen, but GRI has created its acceptability in last 20-25 years, kind of.
Right.
And see, another thing which is going to come or will have a base on this is something called as integrated reporting. Have you heard of this?
No, sir.
Yes, sir. Tata Motors has prepared that report.
Who is
Prakash Verma here.
Yeah, Tata Motors has prepared.
Yes, sir. Even in my previous organization, DSM, this is Richa here. So they used to prepare integrate reporting. Basically, there was on all three parameters they used to call for people, planet, and profit.
Yes.
It contained all three aspects, indeed. Yeah.
Principles are same.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ramesh here, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any link between GRI standards, UNGC, and WBCSD?
Yes. You can always have a mapping and create a link, but GRI standards standalone is one. See, we need to choose one focus area, and UNGC and all, it's very simple to do, kind of a thing. You don't have much measurements. If you look at UNGC standards, I suppose there are about 8 or 9 principles. Under that, all reporting has to be done, and not many measurements are there. Whereas GRI standard is very comprehensive, and it has a lot of stuff and material which can be used for making efforts by an organization, strategic efforts by an organization to remain sustainable.
This SDG compass has been developed jointly by the three of them.
Yes. So all the 17 sustainable development goals, yesterday I was showing a map and I forgot to share with the group how it is aligned to GRI. That map is there with me, and I can definitely share with in the group so that you can download it in your desktop and keep it for yourself. Any other questions on GRI standards? So you see the quantum of work, Pankaj sir? Mr. Pankaj?
I've seen the standards, economic and all. So
yeah,
there is a lot of work to be done, and
so you are a specialist in Excel, sir. I think so. उसका बहुत use होगा हम लोगों को actually. If you can train all of us.
Yeah. Actually, once I've downloaded the report and I was looking at them, na. So I was trying to think how we can make those things in a standardized way and in a very you say that really very comfortable way.
Yeah,
comfortable way. So as to save much of the time.
Yes, because the disclosures are common, so we'll have to standardize our report in such a manner that collecting information becomes a challenge.
Yes.
Arriving at decisions become a challenge.
Yes.
But having a format of Excel which will help us to, compile this information, I think it will be a good tool, kind of a thing.
Yes, yes, yes. I was thinking in that direction only from yesterday. Once after I downloaded those things, because there is a lot of information, so need to put a lot of efforts to create those kind of things.
And I just want to caution you.
Mhm.
Please don't go by the reports which is available in the public domain of these companies, because they are covering it up with 200 pages with a lot of photos and all branding activities. But that's not the real sustainability report. Sustainability report should not be more than 60 pages. It has to be within the 60 pages, because you are going to talk of those organization profile, governance, ethics, and the triple bottom line. So 60 pages से report ज़्यादा रहना नहीं चाहिए. So I'm going to tell you how it is to be done in day 4 with when we are going to discuss the reporting, and that is what we need to, as a consultant, sustainability report consultant, we should deliver to client. उसको वो आप clients कैसे use करते हैं, उसमें मसाला कैसे डालते हैं, and how they project it, it is their business and their choice. But that's not our job. In fact, there Gujarat में एक company है, they have made a business out of it. These people used to be publishing annual reports for different companies. And what they did is, once they understood what is sustainability report, they started converting and then trying to up. I don't remember the company's name, but most of the reports, whether it's L&T, Mahindra, all big companies in India, they seek this designers and they are printers actually, and they are doing it so well, and it has become a business for all of them.
Yeah.
But I'm not recommending that kind of reporting, because it
Sir,
doesn't.
not only that, even looking at ITC's report, it seems that only very big companies, corporates, will be able to fund the social
That is a
initiatives.
wrong, what I'll say, way of
Impression.
promoting. Yeah. In fact, when I was doing these public courses on system reporting, in 2015, I got a call from Delhi. Some lady from Asian Development Bank, she spoke to me, and she said, "Can you do this program in Delhi?" I said, "I can do this program in Delhi, but who will organize the logistics and all?" Uske baad, then they didn't call me and all. So many of the funding agencies would ask for a comprehensive 60-page report rather than the 200-page, 250 pages report. आप अगर Reliance का report देखोगे तो मतलब somehow I have not appreciated or liked their reporting. It doesn't make sense actually. कुछ जगह बहुत ज़्यादा.
I happened to be physically at ITC Munger and saw the biogas plant they have and how they manage the biogas to the entire Munger one particular area. So it's a very big budget thing even to run that plant through Thermex. It was quite some investment. So small scale people or medium scale industries will find it very difficult to fund anything like that, any social project like that.
So we can do it a small budget, not in that way, but a lot of initiatives. See, end of this reporting, we should be able to give lot of action items for organizations to work on. Every year, if the sustainability report we prepare and help the client, what will happen is lot of action items will get developed in each area of business actually, and that is what we as consultants have to. We are not doing it for any other reason other than providing some value add action items to the organizations, and this will also help organizations to relook at how they implement management systems of any ISO standards, and they'll really consider it seriously. Today it's just certification, but if they want to have a good system report, I think ISO implementation of ISO standards would be making a lot of difference actually. Hello. Hello.
Will these standards change versions periodically, like ISO?
So who is, can you introduce yourself, sir?
Srinivas.
Yes, Srinivas Garu. What is your question?
Like ISO and all, is there any periodic updation of versions, the standard?
Of ISO or GRI?
GRI, like ISO,
Yes.
any versions updation periodically?
Yes, sir. It will undergo change. It will undergo change, and all these updates are being, are made available on the public domain. You can always download it, and they announce it actually.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Are you able to see the screen? Day 2 steps to prepare report.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Thank you. So today we are next 40-45 minutes we are going to talk about this. See, this is the standard prescribed by timelines prescribed by GRI that you need to prepare in these 5 steps. It's a 1 year process, 12 months. You will take a month's time to prepare an organization, get ready for doing this activity. Second is connect. Connect is basically talking about connect with the stakeholders, consultations and all. It takes about a month's time. Then defining the period of reporting, the defining the disclosures, which disclosures we'll choose, because we need not choose all the 80, 100 indicators or disclosures. We can choose what is important for us. We also decide who will collect what data, what will be the formats of collecting this data. All those things will come at the third stage. It takes about a month's time. And the most crucial part, the influence which or the real benefit to an organization happens is during this implementation phase, which is working on the data. Basically, you collect the data, you analyze it and correct your management system. The purpose of doing all these things is you have to do a lot of corrections in your management systems, your tactics and strategies in the running the business, so that, and also you have to use this 7 months to relook at your goals actually, and define your goals or state your goals based on this triple bottom line indicators or disclosures. It takes time. Normally क्या होता है कि big fives and many other shortcut methods people have created ways and means to cut short that 7 months time to few weeks and then do it. But it really doesn't help any organization. It may satisfy a statutory or regulatory requirement, but if you want to draw out the benefit of implementing GRI standards, then you have to allow it to you know you should allow time for implementation as well. Once you compile this information and have this, and the way you present it, the way you showcase it to your stakeholders, it is called as communication, and it takes about 60 days time, and that is what is the prescribed norm. Now we are intelligent beings, so we always find ways to do it in 3 months, 4 months, 6 months kind of a thing. But first time, at least whenever we are preparing a report for an organization, if not 1 year, at least take 6 months to 8 months and doing a justice to the work actually. And the best time is now, because annual general body meetings happens at this time, normally June, but this year it will go to September or so. And at least from that time to next AGM, that's the time when we should do this activity and market ourselves and do work along with the clients. I think between June, July to next year, May, June kind of a thing. That's 1 year is suffice for us to work along. So that's my way of looking at it actually. But
Mahesh here, just a clarification. Is this every sustainability report once the organization communicates, is it a mandatory for them to register in GRA website?
No, it's a choice.
It's not a man.
It's a choice.
It's your side. Okay.
Yeah. So 1 year could be for a PSU, public sector organization, or a big corporate, but a small MSME or etc. might not require 1 year. It can happen in 3 months, 4 months time, and that's where we have, as individual consultants, have to come, because the quantum of work involved in MSME would not be that extensive. It will not be large. So my target market is MSME, and if we also want to learn, that is the best place for all of us to learn. We pick up one food organization, one education sector, one healthcare, one manufacturing, one IT, and so har ek sector mein if we have our journey as a team, I think that's how we'll all learn together and then work actually. That's my thought. Akhilesh.
Sir, Damodar here.
Yeah, Damodar.
Sir, any MSME started doing this, sir?
Yes. Aurangabad, Pune belt, I think few organizations, MSMEs have already done. Because of market pressure. I think they were suppliers to big three, for Chrysler or kya hai? Big three car manufacturers, auto manufacturers. I think that was
Chrysler and GM and something.
Ford,
GM and Chrysler.
Yeah. I think because of that pressure, they did it. Nothing otherwise. कोई अपने मन से नहीं करेगा. Yeah. Someone was asking a question.
You said my name, sir. Akhilesh here.
Yeah, Akhilesh. Do you have any thoughts? Or do you have any question?
Actually, what I was thinking about the market part, actually. Now, in every sector, the leaders are in plenty. You say about any sector, a little bit telecom or automobile or anything. So the leaders, actually, they are looking for differentiators. And of course, we have got the flip side, COVID-19, economy is down, people don't have revenue and all this thing. But the brighter side is this, the people have to start actually preparing for the future. And this is the differentiator, I would say, every brand who actually call themselves as real brand, they have to look for this such differentiator. And sustainability report, I think, could be the key.
It will be key. It will be key for customer engagement, supplier engagement, all those things.
Right.
This is the only thing which we all have to push it.
Yeah.
We start small, is what I'm saying.
Right. So, and one thing actually, like we were talking about, let's make actually template information on Excel about all the disclosures to be, what should say, collected in a very integrated way. I would say that maybe after this session with all learned people here and under your leadership, we can do one thing, that we can make a roadmap. So even if a brand actually is not ready economically or mentally to go for the entire roadmap in a year, we can give them actually some milestones, so that next 2 to 3 years they come actually and then start complying with sustainability report.
Yeah, because all of us will require at least 2 to 3 years to learn this actually, and learn by doing actually. There's no other way actually. We have enough theories available, but when we keep meeting week after week on Saturdays and then discuss about this, and suppose we pick up a project and then start working, discussing, I think that's the way forward. I am looking at it, because next 2-3 years, if we don't spend time in learning, then the purpose of this program is defeated actually. We all have, and I told you, one person cannot prepare this report. I myself could not do it last 10, 11 years. I thought I'll be a differentiator. I'll not share this information with anyone because there's a mushroom growth of ISO consultants, and this is a place which but I could not create, apart from training and training on implementation or kind of thing, not more reporting के लिए एक तो clients were also not ready when I was asking for money, and so as a team only we'll be able to successful. Otherwise, there's no other way. That's what my uh, gut feeling is.
Sure, sir.
Here,
Hello.
this is Gopi.
Yeah, Gopi.
Sir, for these big clients, all these big 4 or big 5 consulting companies, do they have the in-house expertise to do for the big corporates?
See, what they have done is they have made it transactional and they have made it very mechanical. See, when I was interacting with the first set of people who prepared the Mahindra's sustainability report, E&Y chartered accountants or the team members used to go with the Excel sheet and collect the information, and then within a month or 2 months, they used to present it in the AGM.
Okay.
So that's what is was happening. But is it percolating it down? Are you involving the stakeholders, employees? Because this knowledge has to be shared with the employees. Then only the employees will align themselves and their efforts to the organizational sustainable, initiatives.
Yeah.
That is the whole purpose of reporting. It is not for public. It is more for internal purposes actually.
Yeah, internal consumption.
I do a medical checkup and I decide, okay, I'll correct myself. I'll do this small changes or tweaking, and then so that's not happening. It is happening only for reasons beyond your control. It's because maybe SEBI has asked or MCA has asked or someone
the
has
top
asked.
layer, yeah.
And we are good in masking it and giving it a report.
But the large corporates are happy with that kind of work getting done by the big 4 or big 5.
See, in life or in business, such things will be there, and we cannot have a choice.
Yeah.
Sometimes we have to draw a line and decide what to do, what not to do.
Correct. So we may be a differentiator then.
In a small way, at least.
Yeah.
हम लोग अपना काम करेंगे. We'll do our work, and that's how it's.
Correct, sir. Yeah.
So these are the 5 steps, and we'll spend some time in discussing. I'll interact with you and then consolidate the understanding and then share this with you in the WhatsApp group which we have. These are the 5 steps. First is planning for the reporting process. Second is collecting the information from the stakeholders. And third one is defining what to report on, materiality and the disclosures and all. Then the next stage is gathering information, analyzing it, and doing a lot of corrections, and then finalizing it and distributing it basically, or sharing it with the concerned stakeholders. You don't have to. My recommendation is we don't tell the client ki you have to display in public place. One of the question, I was foolish in initial time when I used to go and talk about this and say that ki you should display in your website and all. I didn't knew the consequences and all. My understanding was limited 10 years back. And many CEOs ask me, I don't want to, why should I disclose it in my public domain? I don't want to do it. I'll do it. I'll consume it for my own internal purposes, actually. Well, I didn't had right answers to, I looked like a fool in presence of such CEOs then. But today I'm at least informed on how to talk to a CEO. I say to all people and the clients whom I meet, I said, don't share it in the public domain, but you should know where you stand. It's like a mirror. Use this information, use this report to build your strategies, to make some action items, to inspire your people, all those things, use it more for internal reasons rather than an external reasons. And this is what I have been talking about. So if I ask you, if we get a client today, what are the first things we'll do in the prepare? We have, say, 1 month's time. What are the things we should do?
Sir, Venkanna.
Yes.
We need to collect the organization name, its legal status, locations in which they operate, geographies, and the product profile, and stakeholders who are involved in their businesses.
Basically,
See,
our
one is
profile.
we have to do, first thing is we have to do awareness sessions in the organization, right? Awareness sessions. Then you call it as kickoff meetings, right?
Yeah.
This is one thing which we need to do, because if we want to draw the organization-wide commitment, this is the first thing we should do. What is next we should have? I'm talking about preparation. We are not preparing a report here now. Report preparation happens at the end.
Yeah, scope of the contract or scope of work.
Okay.
Talk to each stakeholders
There has to
about
be actually a baseline.
Shiva here.
There has to be
Talk to each
baseline.
stakeholders and understand what their scope of work is, and discuss with them the details about it. It's just like the ISO.
Sir,
Or
can we hold on one? See, we are doing preparing work. We are not going to anywhere. This is a groundwork. You are doing a homework. I'm asking you what homework you will do before you talk to stakeholders and all.
One of the important thing will be to update the stakeholders about the timelines. This is the way we should go. This is the ideal way, so that after the year, maybe 12 months, we'll be completing it. So what are my...
Second thing which I suggest is we should constitute a teams who will work on this project, and constitute teams and define responsibilities. I think that is what is important for all of us. Anything else?
This is Vijay.
Yes, Vijay.
Yeah. So at a high level, we can also highlight in terms of how much time is required for the entire report, as well as any kind of issues or the challenges that will be there, and what kind of support is required actually to mitigate those issues or challenges.
How about like a program plan or a project plan?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yes.
Definitions they say.
क्या Gantt chart बोलते हैं? क्या बोलते हैं उसको?
Yeah, it's a Gantt chart actually.
PERT chart, PERT chart.
Gantt chart, GANT.
GANT.
Can you
Double T.
This is a better way of looking at things.
Yeah.
Then resources mapping, basically what kind of resource mapping we will be required during the process. We have to visualize and do that.
Then data sources, identifying data sources.
Would we also do gap analysis at this stage with respect to their existing management system, and would that be next?
Yes, thank you so much for that input. So we'll have to do gap analysis, because unless and see, I'm not putting anything in order, because once you do gap analysis, then only you will be able to prepare that timelines, milestones, and all. Otherwise you'll.
But gap, isn't it too early for gap analysis? Until you discuss with each and every stakeholder and understand the process and come up with the.
Sir, Shiva.
Yeah.
Regarding stakeholders discussion comes in the second stage.
Okay.
I have told you also, inputs from stakeholders will come in the second stage. Here we are trying to prepare ourselves in-house on how do we go about in completing this exercise.
Then how can gap analysis come until unless you do a discussion?
Yeah, it's
logical. You are preparing yourself, right?
So reduce your volume, Shiva, because it's little high pitch.
Just a minute. Is this okay now?
Yes.
Yeah. So, I was just thinking, is it too early for a gap analysis, or
Gap analysis against what you'll do?
you have not done? See, this is an internal preparation that you are doing, right? So you do not know the whole.
See, here I'm saying what Richa was talking about is gap analysis with respect to the GRI standards you can do. I'll put it. Yeah, that is a better way of understanding. We'll definitely like to seek inputs from stakeholders, do and all. What else we should do under prepare?
Sir, any assumptions and constraints we have to list out?
Yeah.
Not sure if stakeholders and sponsors or the focal point are the same. In case if it is not same, then we also need to identify who will be the focal point or the sponsors from the business side or from the client actually.
Point of contact.
Yeah.
POC.
What else we should do under prepare?
You'll also look at the
Maybe
previous
it could be the
report.
next round, but like with this Akhilesh, like for gap analysis, we can think about what is going to be the input or the content of this report, because everything will not be applicable for every organization. So maybe for a particular organization, we can include or exclude actually certain disclosures. So maybe at the start, or maybe with connecting with the stakeholders or gap, somewhere it should be connected.
See, another thing which is we need to do is tutorials for teams assigned or tasks. We can also plan for some tutorials for teams, because there will be a team who will be focusing on economic performance indicators. There will be a team who will be focusing on different standard disclosures, etc. I think unless until we train them, and after training, we can expect a lot of output from them. Otherwise, if we don't have tutorials, I think that will not help us. This is what my thought is. What else we can do?
We may collect information on leaders.
Collecting information will not happen here, Srivasa. That will happen under, fourth stage, that is gathering information. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's coming out very well. We have to do awareness sessions, form teams, define point of contacts, define responsibilities, prepare a plan, resource mapping, constraints mapping, gap analysis, reference standards. Because for everything you have a standard, so it is always better when you're doing a gap analysis, please do list out the standards and
Sir, sectorial references.
Yeah. So, thank you so much.
Srinivas.
Sectorial references downloads, basically. Another good thing which you can do is benchmarking. Pick up some reports from different industries or similar industries, and start discussing, sharing, because that will help you to visualize your report, is what I'm saying. Yeah, Mr.
And last year report will help anything?
Yes, sir, it will help, because we are talking about a client whom we are preparing for first time, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. So benchmarking is one of the aspect you can look
Deciding
at.
core or comprehensive will be part of the prepare.
Haji, Haji.
Deciding whether core or comprehensive will be part of the prepare.
Not at this stage, sir. Okay. We'll do it at a defining stage, because in defining we have to really come out of the content of report and how much we can do, those justifications and all.
Okay, why I ask that question is that will also drive in terms of constituting the teams and the tutorials and etc. Right?
Hello, sir. Vinod
Sir.
here.
Yeah, Vinod.
How is the benchmarking is related here while preparing for the reporting, sir?
Sir, benchmarking will help you and give you an idea what kind of report we would like to prepare. How should our the first thing is you have to create a picture of your report in mind, and for that to happen, you need to have some role model, some reference. That's what I'm talking about benchmarking.
Okay.
In fact, when I was going and delivering a awareness session for United Breweries, I picked up a report from GRI website for a company in Thailand, and they had come up with a wonderful report. You also can look at a breweries report.
Okay,
I don't
sir.
remember the company's name, because that will help to talk to a client. And that's
Okay.
before going to client's place, we should be doing a lot of self-talking. We should be doing a lot of we have to be from the shoes of we have to place ourselves in the shoes of the client, and then see how we are able to add value to him, and how the client will perceive it as a value addition.
Okay, sir. Yeah, I got it.
So Madesh, I understand where you came from, so I have included that also. At least you'll have an idea whether we should have a core or a comprehensive.
Yeah, thank you.
Sir, Venkana,
Yes,
with
Venkana.
respect to benchmarking, is it acceptable if we share the reports of other companies with the clients?
No,
Will
no.
it be viewed in a different?
No, sir. Benchmarking is a universal phenomena, and you are benchmarking against publicly available reports.
Material? Yeah.
Yeah. So nothing wrong with it.
Benchmarking will give scope only here, no, sir?
Yes.
Akhilesh.
See, that will be an energizer, I'll feel. That will give energy
Right.
for us to look forward, actually.
In fact,
Yeah.
sir, Prakash Verma, in fact, the customer will be more happy if you are suggesting some good
Yes,
practice.
you can show that's a good idea, Prakash, I think,
It's used as a template.
I didn't get that idea, sir. What was it?
See, if you are sharing the good practices or benchmark practices with the client, he'll be more happy.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, of course.
So what he's saying is, suppose you're going to a client and from similar industry, if you have a copy of that report with you, a soft copy also, I think when you showcase that, I think there will be a connect between you and the client, and he'll be keen to discuss with you. And that's how it's a good strategy, Prakash, actually.
In fact,
You have
treat
taken
you as a
my
subject matter expert
selling
now.
secret, sir.
Haji?
You have taken away my selling secret.
Oh, okay.
Just one more input, Vijay Verma. Maybe we also need to do some kind of research on the client, business, and some kind of background check. That will help us, in presenting the entire things in a much better way.
I think if we'll do the homework, we'll be able to present ourselves in a far better manner. Because when you talk to a
Sir,
client,
please, I'll build the context again here. Here, we are not talking about going to client place and preparing. That preparation, we are not talking about.
Yeah.
We have already got an assignment, and we are starting the reporting process. In that, the first phase is preparing. In that, we are conducting awareness programs. We are helping them form teams. We're defining responsibilities. We are making plan. All those things we are talking. We are not talking about how do we prepare ourselves and go to client's place. But when here the benchmarking etc. is basically When we are in that preparation stage, having a look at a report of similar industry might help us to look forward. That's what I was trying to drive at.
So Srivatsu here. I have a doubt. Sir, when we have every year by year, companies prepare sustainability report. So when they already have a report of the previous year, so will they use the same thing to build upon it, or do they again start from scratch?
Sir, here the context is we are preparing the report first time for a client.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. There could be many other things, but I'll develop it later. Coming to the next stage where we have to collect inputs from the stakeholders. What is the first thing we'll have to do here?
List out the stakeholders.
Yeah, identify
the stakeholders.
Identify investor.
Then what you will do?
List down the questions or the queries that we need to ask with the stakeholders. Basically, the information.
Identify their requirements.
So how do we go about in stakeholder consultations? We have to create a mechanism, whether we'll have a meetings, whether we have a, send a questionnaire, or we'll send a representative and collect the information. So how do we go about in stakeholder consultations? Then
we should have a set of questionnaire for each group of stakeholders based on their responsibility in the organization. Akhilesh.
needs and expectations of stakeholders, we'll have to do a mapping. What else we should do?
So, and the disclosures, like, which ones are relevant for them, which they want to go with this stage or the next?
Yeah,
this
I think it should come here.
This year only we have to discuss issues, and this is another thing.
In fact, sir, gap analysis should come in this area, because you have to go actually with every SME, stakeholders who are SMEs, and then you have to actually go deep down and understanding actually what are the gaps. So this will come actually.
We can always play around. Richa, relevance of disclosure, stakeholder wise, that's what you mean, right?
Right, yes.
What else we should do under this?
A SWOT analysis. Just thinking loud. Shiva here.
Sir, risks associated with the stakeholders.
Yeah. I'll cover it here only.
This is Vijay. We also need to, define the communications management in terms of, at what level of communication we'll be having, what will be the frequency.
Thank you so much, sir. Sushanta? Poddar, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Sir, Vinod here.
Yeah, Vinod.
We can also collect information about what are the current challenges they're facing.
Just hold on. My request is kindly keep yourself muted if you're not speaking, because there's a disturbance. Please unmute yourself and talk. Yeah.
So we can also, hello?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So we can also collect details about what are the challenges currently the client they're facing.
Client facing. See, Connect is basically everything related to stakeholders. We have to See, before we go about defining the report, what kind of disclosures we should work upon and all, the focus,
Yes, sir.
my request is kindly mute yourself. It will help because we are going to do online services to our clients, and we need to maintain this decorum of while interacting with the clients. So please keep yourself muted, and when you are speaking at that time, if you can unmute and then speak, it would be better. Doesn't look good actually. Vinod, you were saying something. I lost the flow actually.
Yeah, so I was mentioning whether we need to collect the information about what are the challenges the client is facing, like about
Stakeholder is facing. Stakeholder is facing.
About the competitors. So those details.
I think they are covered under issues, sir. Stakeholder issues.
Stakeholder issues, we are covering it, right?
Okay.
And either Madesh and Sushant.
Yeah. So for this thing, Shushanto here.
Yeah.
So any historical data for stakeholder engagement, like in different public domain, like if you visit the CPCB site or in SPCB site, so there's some stakeholder grievance.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever we are connecting this thing, we are connecting any stakeholders, we can capture some historical data from this SPCB site or MOEF sites kind of thing.
ठीक है sir.
Madesh here. So far, I think we have talked about stakeholders. I think we should also talk about connect with the team who have been identified to work on this.
No. Madesh, here our focus is only stakeholders.
Oh, only stakeholders.
Only
Okay.
stakeholders.
Yeah.
The satisfaction level of the stakeholders.
Yeah, Shushanto here again. So why I'm saying this historical data from government side. So recently we had one incident in Vizag in LG Polymers, correct?
Yeah.
So based on this incident, especially NGT fined initially 5 crores, correct? And there is a major violation in expansion of project without any consent established kind of thing. So these are reported in their website, public grievance website of CPCB or MOEF. So that's why I'm asking for this historical data.
Sir, I have a question here.
Yeah, Prakash. My request is
think
kindly
this should be
keep
part
yourself muted. There is a disturbance happening. I have which language I should communicate? Please tell me. There's a lot of disturbance around in the session. I request you to respect other participants' presence. Actually. Yeah, Prakash Sharma. Prakash ji.
Should be part of the analyze or monitor.
Satisfaction of data of stakeholders.
Yeah.
What Sushant or someone was telling is having this of his would only help you to look at whatever you are doing, this requirements mapping, issues, risk, etc. So it will be definitely handy. That's what I believe.
Right. Fine.
Yeah. Pankaj here, sir.
Yeah, Pankaj.
It may be possible that when we are getting some data from our stakeholders, we may need to define some of the things because some of the things may be misunderstood. So whatever we are getting information, we need to define those things very properly so that we get those things in those particular contexts.
Thank you so much, sir. Because otherwise, बहुत confusions आ सकता है. You're right.
Condition.
Is the definition spelling right?
Sorry.
Definition का spelling क्या है भाई?
Yeah, now it is right.
Correct. Any conflict of interest, sir?
What do you want to capture here?
Any conflict of interest you have to mention within the stakeholders or within the company who is doing it?
Have we covered risks and stakeholders? Yeah.
Earlier.
Good. I think good to go actually. Coming to define, here we have to decide whether it is core or comprehensive. We have to decide the period. We have to decide disclosures which we'll work upon, disclosures and
Boundaries, sir. Scope or boundaries means which locations if they have multiple plants or product lines or something.
How do you spell boundaries?
Yeah.
UNDR.
Okay.
UEN.
Disclosures, all the economic, environment, and social. All three disclosures you need to identify. Another important thing which you need to do here is methodology of collecting data.
Yeah, I wanted to add that point. Yes.
Yeah, because that comes naturally.
Correct. That helps in the next
spelling
phase.
of methodology क्या है भाई?
LOGS.
LO.
Yeah.
Another thing which I
DOLO. DOLO.
Yeah. Another thing is sources of data collection. That also we need to for disclosures, basically.
And the one more thing is that
that should be the part of
data security and data privacy. How the data will be used and processed.
Sir,
Gopi है क्या?
the methodology of collecting data, you should actually define everything, the source of data and who will actually approve it finally to be included in the report.
So these two are same you're saying?
Yeah. Methodology of collecting data is the entire actually.
Yeah, the source will command the methodology.
The methodology of data has to define source of data, approving authority.
No, they would be different, sir, because methodology how we are collecting like a checklist or
We can always improvise it. I think
sure.
let it be separate. This is my understanding, and we can always relook at them actually.
Data privacy.
More comprehension is better.
What else we should do under define?
The abstract of the gap analysis should.
People who are involved in.
See here, we are selecting what to report upon, kind of a thing.
But then scope and out of scope should be there, sir.
In scope, out scope, right?
What else we should? Here we are doing selection of disclosures. Basically, you have about 56 disclosures in the part A, so-called part A, and then for economic you have about 17. Then environment you have 30, and nearly 40 in the social. So you're selecting those disclosures. What else we would be requiring here?
Brainstorming on how to select, what to select, how to select these disclosures.
See, another important aspect which we should do is goal setting. Uh, Based on these disclosures, what kind of goals, at least areas you should decide. Giving it numbering and all, giving it a number to it is a later stage. You can do that, but goal setting could happen at this stage actually. At least area of the goal where we have to focus our efforts on. Kind of. Because GRI is basically, if you want to bring in change, you have to measure. So which areas you will set goals?
This is Vijay.
I think.
Yeah, Shah.
Yeah.
I think Shah was trying to say something.
Sure.
Ilesh Shah.
No,
Sharma.
this is
Yeah.
Vijay actually. I was trying to say.
Sir, Shiva here. Goal setting, will it not come in the preparation part itself?
Yeah, so this is Vijay. I was trying to say that there need to be a quality check as well, the information or the data which we'll be collecting. So we need to identify the roles and responsibility for that as well.
Methodology of collecting data, वहीं पे आपको roles दिखना है और अलग से दिखना है?
I'm not sure, but somewhere it need to come actually, because whatever input we are getting, we will not just go and paste it actually. Right? So someone need to validate those information from our side as well.
Also, sir, this goal setting, won't it come in the preparation part itself, a bit of it? No, you set the goals while starting itself.
It can come. What else will define?
Sir, one more thing.
I believe, Akhilesh, I believe that assumption and constraint should come here. Because only after understanding the input from stakeholders, you are through actually that what are the assumption and constraint. Hello, I'm sorry.
Mr. Sriram, do you have any thoughts?
Sir, Venkana, does this stage define should come before connecting to stakeholders? Because here we define a lot of things, boundaries and other things.
Just hold on, Venkana. Now you unmute yourself, Venkana. Just hold on.
Yeah.
So those who want to speak, kindly raise your hand. I'll unmute you. That will be better. Those who want to speak, kindly raise your hand. I'll. My request to some of you who are, request to just maintain the decorum of the meeting, because it is losing the focus. It's distracting our interaction. You can keep yourself muted, and it is not necessary to talk if you are surrounded with the disturbances. Yeah, Venkana.
Yeah, sir. This stage, defense stage, should it not come before the connecting to stakeholders? Because
no, sir. It is not we deciding. It is basically decided by the standard itself.
Okay.
So there is a lot of research has gone in, and they have come up with the standard. I and you cannot decide the steps. It's a logical steps which has been decided with the standard, and it is we have to trust the standard actually.
Okay.
The thought which you have might have been a thought with everyone, But we have to do a groundwork, which is nothing but preparing. Then we need to collect the inputs from stakeholders to have perspectives and look at what kind of disclosures we'll look at. In the defining, we need to select what kind of disclosures we are going to do, what kind of timelines, what is the method, what is the source, and all. And then we go to the next stage, which is, this is basically collecting data. Yeah, Akhilesh, you were saying something.
Yes, sir. Actually, this entire thing can be sorted out in one simple approach. In project management, they say the project plan and the entire preparation is iterative. Iterative in the sense a document actually and a subject, an issue actually keeps getting repeated, getting discussed, and keep getting improved.
Yeah.
So over a period of actually entire project journey, is like when we come across the river will form the bridge. So as and when you get more information, you update your document, you update your subject. So a lot of things like we discussed right now, like goal setting. Goal setting can happen in the first stage in the preparation time, and it can happen even in defined time. This could be improvised version.
Yeah. That's the reason I've kept
Actually
this
for this.
PDCA kind of. Yeah. Coming to this main exercise, we have to collect data, we have to analyze, we have to make the corrections in the systems, management systems. What else we should do here? You're basically you're working on the data and driving change in the organization.
Identifying actions
So
for
the
improvement.
change management. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Identifying actions for improvement based on the analysis.
Yeah. Change management is nothing but you form teams and work on identified improvements. Yeah.
This is freedom. This is freedom. There could be, we could identify the outliers, big outliers.
This is Shiva here. Sir, I think PDCA is more apt in monitoring part, because here you do plan, do check and act, where you go on checking and monitoring each and every steps being done by the team. So PDCA will be coming here.
Yeah. Mr. Sriram, I didn't understand what you said. Can you explain me in layman's language?
See, example, if we are collecting some data and we see the data is too huge, bloated, there could be two reasons. One is either the data that has been collected could be wrong, or it is really an outlier. So in this monitoring phase, we could check before we upload it, when we tell validating the data, so we could particularly analyze the big outliers.
Processing of the data, sir. That is basically called processing of the data.
Okay.
So one question here. Do we do this in Big Bang way, or do we do prototype then replicate it? What's the approach which is?
Can you come back? Hello.
Hello. Yes, sir.
I have not understood your question.
Yes. So, like we are saying, correction in systems and change management, right? So, do we do in Big Bang way, as in if we have identified, so the entire group does it together, or we do phase-wise prototyping, or basically the stakeholders decide how do they want to do it?
It has to be ongoing kind of a thing. Basically. It has to be ongoing. Because there are a lot of changes you initiate, so it has to be on an ongoing basis. Basically.
Madesh here, we have talked about analyze. I think we need to have a proper validation of data and representation, what we are going to do with the respective stakeholders or who is the concerned authorities.
So when you are doing an automation here, then you also have to have an DPM, right? Which will say defect per million offers or something like that needed.
I'm not going into micro aspects of it. I'm just trying to understand what are the things we will have to ensure so that we are able to serve client actually at a client's place.
Okay.
So we have to ensure that whatever data is collected needs to be represented well so that we are able to take decisions. That's what Madesh was trying to drive at actually. What else we should do?
Yeah, that has come out well.
So another area which I foresee is how do we consolidate the data information and how do we update it?
Yeah, Madesh here. As part of the consolidation and updation, I was wondering in terms of whatever we have decided.
Should I write updation?
Yeah, updation is okay. In addition, I thought whatever the disclosures which are identified, that needs to be reviewed for its completeness and correctness.
Data collection.
Sir, this would be covered in the define phase itself, adequacy of data. Because there we are defining what data to be collected from what sources, what methodology, everything. So
This is defining in the defining stage. What I'm in monitoring, it's basically adequacy is basically through process of audit also. Would you do audit of whatever you've done? Then only you'll know whether it is adequate or not, or complete or not, kind of thing. In defining, you're only defining what is the sources, how are you going to do it, and all. Where in here we need to really audit and see whether we are doing right, we are collecting it in a right manner, or is it making sense, or kind of a thing.
okay.
Yeah, Pankaj, yes, sir.
Is the spelling mistake is there? Updation? I just want to understand.
Yeah, updation will not be there, sir. Updating you can write.
In British English, there's nothing called updation, so this word will not take it.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Anything
Pankaj,
else?
yes, sir. Yeah, Pankaj, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Here we have mentioned the audit of data, right?
Yes.
So can we rely, when we are collecting the financial data, can we rely on the financial reports which are audited report, which are available, and then publish it? Because we have to have some basis, because we cannot go on cross-checking those things.
Yeah, sir, that would come in the next stage when you are preparing a report.
Okay.
Because there you'll look at the way you should present it, the way you the way you need to word it and all.
No, but the authenticity of the data will come into here. Here, when I'm giving any report or checking it, then I will be cross-checking it from someone else financial reports or some audited reports or something like that.
Okay, I got your point. I'll also take into account the references.
Because we need to have those kind of references available with us.
That's what I understood late, actually.
Yeah. But
I have got your point. You have to have these references in place. Yeah.
One more thing I would like to ask, for accounts and financial information, most of the things will be through the audit reports or something like that. But as far as those environmentals or some social kind of things are available, do we have some backup plans on them, or we have to rely on the management reports only?
Management would be, Sir Venkana, management would be submitting reports, these statutory reports to bodies on a regular basis, on a predefined frequency. So those reports we can take as reference, like
But
environment, water consumption or environment pollution related things. They would be submitting to pollution control boards or
but most of the reports relating to the social things like the labors and the other things. And what are the information we are
See,
requiring?
my
How those
understanding
things-
is, Pankaj sir,
Hanji.
my understanding is normally this information is selectively available with, or available with selective people only.
Yeah.
It is not, and we have to really do a lot of digging before we come to this, information and help these clients actually.
Yeah,
And
I
in
think,
some circumstances, people don't have data also.
yeah, that will be there. That
People
will be
don't
there.
have this. They don't maintain data for reasons best known to them. Actually.
Yes.
The Srivastava here, we should also
Yeah.
collect information about leadership and stakeholders.
So this includes everything, all
Okay.
disclosures, because those 56 disclosures, initial part, and then the economic environmental disclosures, all these things. We are talking about collecting data is with respect to everything.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. Now coming to report, we have to ensure that it is a 60-page report. We should ensure that we talk facts, avoid explanations here, because otherwise your report will go into 200-300 pages, is what my understanding is.
The positives and negatives of the findings. Prakash Verma
So
here.
that will be either a declaration or a assurance.
Cover all focal areas.
Declaration and assurance statement may you will be able to cover all such things, Mr. Prakash Sharma.
Yeah, references
Yes,
to GRI standards, sir.
That will be part of the report, no?
Report. Yeah,
Yeah. We have to follow that indexing. The disclosure structure is being given.
Okay.
So we'll take help of our CMA Pankaj ji in structuring the report so that it becomes easy for us, and then we'll be able to see. The job is we have to make things very look simple also for client. Otherwise, if we make it look very complicated, client will not support us.
Yes, sir.
Glossary.
I think we should go by standard for that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So the standard has very, very clearly defined what it should report. So we'll go by that is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And my suggestion to all of you is, let us keep it very simple. It could be a Word or Excel kind of a report, which the client can update it at a periodical intervals. We have to prepare a report which makes sense to the client, which can be used by client for operational reasons, and can be used for business reviews. It is not a report for showcasing to the outside people. If with that purpose, let us not prepare a report, because the value will not last long. It is only for, it will be temporary satisfaction for the people or the company. Our system report ban gaya hai and all. But we are not looking at that. We are looking at something which is long lasting and without that, client should not exist. It has a aid, or it is a tool for which can be used by a client, is my perception.
Prakash Sharma here.
Yes,
My
Mr.
suggestion would be it has to be very simple, easy to understand, and people should be able to take out meaningful data and they should be able to realize it.
That's what I'm saying. 60-page report is suffice.
Yeah.
उससे ज्यादा क्या बताओगे आप?
Yes, yes. In fact, very.
घुमाना फिराना नहीं चाहिए actually report में. That's
Yeah,
what most of the such reports are talking about it.
Yeah.
Let us change the things and let us do real work and give clients a benefit of using a report, or preparing and using a report, is what our drive should be.
Very
We
good.
make 10 reports this year, so this 10 clients should be happy and should be able to promote use of or generation of these reports actually.
They should become our marketing agent.
Yeah, indirectly, yes, that's what we should do. But see, only good work. Most of my business in last 18 years, 4,700 client, has been 97% has been through referrals only. So I did ICSE Knowledge Park, I got L&T. I did L&T, I got GMR Airport. I did GMR Airport, I get GVK. So it was all referrals actually. So that's it. So we don't have to do marketing for this actually. We do some webinars, knowledge sharing sessions, and yeah, please.
Yeah, so Srivatsav, here we have to avoid, as you told earlier, any branding activity should be avoided in the report.
We should not. See,
No, I mean,
even
I'm
if you
telling
are relating with the CSR activities,
Yeah.
all of this can be showcased in numbers. After reading a report, I can analyze how much real work you have done for the community. I should be able to make out that information.
Okay.
That would be my take actually. So I think it was a good journey today. Last 2 hours. Any question answers we have? Yes, Srinivas.
Finally, the report conclusion is confirmations to standard requirements or what?
Yes, sir. We are showing in the report declaration or assurance statement. It has to comply with the standard requirements. Here we are declaring. It can be a self-declaration also, or you can engage a third party and take an assurance, sir.
Or at the end, that consultant give any recommendations or like that?
No, consultant cannot give, sir.
Okay.
Either it should be an organization itself, or a third party agency or independent body who will give an assurance statement. Yesterday I showed you how E&Y has given it to ITC.
Okay.
In the example yesterday.
Okay, thank you.
Can I put it this way, sir? Our job is to give the comprehensive report or core report to our client. That's all.
Yes.
After that, it is up to him what he want to put in the report and what he is going to accept.
Naturally, there will be two versions. One for use at ground level, and two, definitely everybody want to showcase themselves that they're good boys and girls. So
absolutely.
So we have to allow that, and nothing wrong in it actually.
Yes.
Everyone wants to. That feel good factor has to come in. So for that feel good factor, let them do whatever they want. But our scope, or we should confine it to giving a delivery value to the client in terms of GRI standards implementation is what my suggestion is.
Very correct.
Yeah. So thank you so much. How was the session today?
Excellent.
Great. Wonderful it was.
Very
nice. One thought.
Akhilesh?
Just one thought. Excellent. The session has been outstanding. I'm part of it now. So, sir, I was just thinking, we thought about actually what to report, isn't it? Within the scope in defined stage. I think we should show how to show this, what should be the template which will be used in the reporting formats, that also should be defined
It is there,
before we
sir.
go on to monitoring stage.
No, reporting format is a part of disclosures here.
I'm saying actually the template, what, how we are going to, not what, how. Based on that, our monitoring stage will be active.
Template for report, basically. Or is it a template for report we are talking about?
We can say the template.
Yeah. This will help us to know how much we have completed, how much is balance and all.
Right.
That can also be another industry report which we had taken in the beginning. That itself will be acting as a template.
Yeah. So thank you, friends. It is 9:20. We started at 7:15, 7:20. It was a wonderful journey today. See you all tomorrow at again 7:15. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so
Good
much.
night.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you all. Good night.
Yes. Mama, somebody said in my class